Hey everyone, rather Incoherent here. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, Holy Fury. Scandinavia is looking really solid these days. We have proper king vassals. Soon we're going to make actual Sweden so that this is a lot less ugly. And also, we have bits and pieces of Ireland and England, the Isle of Man, and one better, we have a vassal merchant republic. I mean, right now they're not very good at it, but hell, they make 4 ducats a year. What do we make? I don't want to talk about it, actually. I'm going to guess that since at the end of the last video I just slid down my levies while time was paused, that's counting my levies and the monthly income. If I were conquering something, I wouldn't want my levies raised. But I think we're just going to go back over and start burning these down again. Because I want to weaken Ireland enough that I can actually, conquer it. And if that is my goal, then I'm not actually declaring wars for a bit. Which means I have dumb plans for Novgorod. I want to burn the entire damn thing to the ground. So I'm going to have all my levies come over here, talk to the pillagers, and just start walking them through Novgorod, burning everything I can. Because I don't think Novgorod can actually muster the military might to kick me out. No, definitely not. Meanwhile, I'm going to get as many retinues on the boats as I can, however many that is, and send the rest of them here to conquer this count here. Because this is clearly my land. How could anyone think otherwise? Oh, whoa! Austrasia has changed its name to Germany. And that would be because succession happened. He got killed on the battlefield fighting the Umayyads. Well, Look, I assassinated the previous Umayyad king. I can't help you more than that, Austrasia. So there are only 4 living Merovingians right now. I'm assuming it's still this family, right? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah. We've lost 3 people since last time. We were at 7 previously. This family is going to die, and I have to save them. Oh my god. The Merovingians are all just gonna fucking die. I can't save them. Because they won't even take non-matrilineal marriages. I wanted to incorporate their bloodline into my massive network of bloodlines, but, if they'll only take matrilineal marriages and there are only 4 of them alive, I reckon they're just gonna die, because, they want matrilineal marriages, but they're just fucking not marrying because of it. Well, that's the end of the Merovingians. The Carlings win again. It's interesting that the Carlings lost for any period of time, but it doesn't count for much when it ends like this. How are the Umayyads doing? Dominantly winning the war versus Germany. It turns out no part of this went well for them. Alright, I feel like for the time being, there's nothing else to do. So, let's just let time tick. We need our boats to get together. Oh, yes, my spy master hates me because I'm a tyrant now. I can fix that. I feel like an easier way to fix it is just to get a new spy master. Ah, yes, there's the problem. Who actually likes me? Like is a generous word. We're going to make the spy master like me the hard way, though. We're just going to give him all of the honorary titles. We're going to designate him regent and everything. We're actually going to land this guy as the next person we land. Well, I don't care about this guy, so I'm just going to burn him. I mean, he was ugly. Get that shit out of the gene pool. Our Scandinavian eugenics program can't get off the ground. We have ugly chiefs. That's just completely against the rules. Odin would be unhappy. Calm down, Bavaria. You're not supposed to be this far north. Someday I'm going to end up in a massive fucking war with Bavaria, unless my vassals do it for me. My son wants to arm wrestle me? Get that weak-ass shit out of here. I raised you better than that. Okay. By my count, this is 56 retinues of tribal warriors, which will come out to be just under 85,000. Sorry, 8,500. These 1,300 will eventually grow up to be about 3k. Don't really care about that. I'm just gonna have them go join the pillaging army. Oh, right, yes. I forget this every time. Set them to pillaging before they get on the boats. I'd have forgotten this time, too, if I weren't actively talking about a different group of pillagers. Teach them to be less nosy. Ungrateful kid. Digging through my shit. I don't know why that's just an acceptable thing to do in Norse children. Alright, so this is currently 7,000 men. Ireland's about to get fucked. This is way better than what we've been doing in the past. The Queen of Lombardy. I have a Kagan courier? I guess I do. He hates me. And he's not good. The Lombard Queen wants to marry him. Go for it. So I've got enough that I can actually just siege all of this at once, and they can't raise troops because I'll appear on all of them. I'll probably end up doing that. But right now, we're just waiting to get there. We can't do shit for now. Oh man, building this observatory has been great. I had no idea what it does. Apparently it makes me the smartest man alive. Betrothed can marry. Neither of these people are related to me. I don't care about this. 96% threat, council is discontent. Trust me, I know I'm threatening, I know everyone's unhappy. It is my fault, I went through a great deal of effort to make it that way. In future games, I'm definitely going to pay a lot more attention to declaring wars and giving out lands. Like, it might have been right just to become a tyrant and accept it, but it wasn't an informed decision, it's just a thing I did by accident. Yep, my kings are just getting shit done. It's what they do. Apparently that guy was on my council, and that's why I knew about him. He was on my council as the advisor. Who else likes me? Congrats, you're the advisor now. No, absolutely fuck that. Go berserk. Gonna be the scourge of our enemies. You are not losing berserker, it's who you are. Domain too big. I'm not really sure why that happened. I don't think I ever passed a centralization law. It's possible that I did and the council just revoked it to minimum. I don't know why else it would have changed. My wife also could have had a stewardship trait that she lost. It's fine though, not a big deal at all. So I just need to give away one of these places that I really didn't want to begin with. I'll give this one away. I don't need this. Hey king, congrats, more land. Oh no, it was tyrannical, just like everything else. Fuck all of you. We just care about this one girl for no seeming reason. Diligent, it's great. Let's not do that yet. Let's wait for our other 3,000 guys to show up, just in case they can muster enough to fight my first group. Right, raiding. Oh, that's a 4,000 stack. So, my opinions of wanting to siege all this down have plummeted now that I realize there's a 4,000 stack here. Makes it seem a lot worse. Instead, we're just gonna go beat up Ireland. Which was the whole point. Like, this is more important, I guess. Yet more talentless children. And I can only siege these two from this sea tile, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. I don't know if this guy actually liked me by the end of his life, but sure, I'll protect your daughter if she doesn't tell me to kill myself when I try. Yet more talentless children. Oh, she doesn't hate me. Her main problem with me is that I have too many duchies. What? How is that anyone's main problem with me? I mean, sure, what are my too many duchies? Oh, I don't actually want this. I don't know why I have this. Congratulations, King Bag. Oh no, more tyranny. Who could have foreseen this? And I never gave out Västergotland after I took it. Or Ulstergotland. Alright, that makes sense. If I could give it back to him, I'm not fucking going to. Are you serious? I didn't realize this was happening. This guy is not part of Denmark. Look, dude. Stop this. So this guy took the title of Duke of Gotland. But that's fine. He can also have the Jarldom of Västergotland. Because it's the one he was supposed to have. Oh no, it's more tyranny. Shit, what will I do? How can I fix it? It is sort of awkward that Estonia has land right here. Can I take Narek from you? I'd rather you not have that, honestly. I mean, I've already fucked everything in the pursuit of getting my vassals to make sense. He's not going to say no. I'll revoke these three, and then give him to Denmark. Children need things done. Well, the only thing this kid can really do is be a diplomat, which is fine, because this is George's son. And he has to live up to his father's good name, which his father had against all odds. So Bertil here is totally average. His stats don't really lean in any way, he doesn't have any traits. Like, he's the best at learning, but I don't want him to learn. So congratulations, you can try to become a good commander. My domain's too big, but I'll hand out the land after I finish revoking it. You think you can fight me now? And Norger's going to help you. Cancel the pillaging. We've got dumb guys to handle. Everyone meet up here. Cancel the pillaging. I can't fucking believe you, Norger. All I do for you. I don't think anyone's going to say yes. I think when I call my allies, they're like, no? Why would we help you? I don't know why they have to do this the hard way. It's not like they actually stand a chance. Oh no, no one's able to come. That's so unfortunate. Oh wait, one guy did come, I think. That might have been the war being declared, actually. It was probably the war being declared. These guys might die a horrible death. I don't need them, so I'm just not gonna... Oh, I can't disband them. Well, shit. Oh yeah, one guy did accept. Of course he did. Why would Ragnar not accept? He's the best. I mean, I really did deserve at least one war for this shit. But I mean... It should have happened forever. Why are you going that way? He must have gotten confused because of the fight he was in. How is that worth 4% war score to the game? What is the calculation being done here? Some girl in my jail came of age. Queen Mother is a heretic like everyone else. It's not my Queen Mother, that's what matters. Look, we're burning the apostates, those are just the rules. Now, out of curiosity, Ragnar doesn't seem to mind that I burnt his mother alive for being a heretic. He's like, oh yeah, he should have worked harder to please Odin. Entirely her fault. I've discovered that the Earth is round and revolves around the sun. How little we know of the universe. You know what? I think it's funny to become a scholar in my final years. So I think it's time to switch over to hunting. Simply because if I don't switch over to hunting, I won't live as long? Surely assassination is how this character dies. I've built some stuff. One guy came to war. A couple of guys came to war. Neat. So I can build stuff, but I don't even know what land I'm keeping right now, so I'm not going to bother. I'll build stuff once I've finished revoking this and decided what I'm keeping. And I don't need these boats raised, costing me money this whole war. If we can make them diligent, we make them diligent every single time. Alright, and we're going to start assaulting because we don't have time for this. I like that Norway joined and they were like, wait a second, what did I just agree to? And then they stood still. Just stopped participating in the war. Not my daughter, just timed in such a way as to scare the shit out of me. Congratulations, mediocre son. You have a chance of being a commander someday. A 16-year-old giant woman was leading the army. Alright. Captured a lot of people. I'm taking attrition in my own fucking land. I hate pagans so much. Alright, friends, you lose. Stop wasting my time. Guess what you don't get to have? Vista. Nothing has changed. Guess what else you don't get to have? Kinda. You know what? Fuck, you don't get to have more either. Ah, damn. Can we banish him now? We will absolutely banish him now. His heir does not hate me. It won't matter, though. We'll just release him. It really doesn't matter. Hey, congratulations. You get to have this fucking troublemaker. Who's this? Emond of Lolland is also going over to Denmark. So, because he joined in the rebellion against me, he's also in jail. Is he the wrong fucking religion? Is his heir the wrong fucking religion? And no? I mean, there's really only one thing to do with heretic prisoners in my jail, right? Unless they can pay for themselves. Hold up, can they pay for themselves? You should have made more money while you were king. The priest drag King Tyke screaming to the top of the temple, and they keep him steady on the altar while I slice him open with a ceremonial dagger. I tear out his still beating heart to the cheers of the assembled crowd. You're welcome, Odin. We'll give Sealand to this king, because like, it's obviously his. So my Duke titles now are Svethjod, Ulstergotland, and that's it. And that's what it should be. I need to get rid of 4 tiles. 1, 2, 3. And kinda looks like my weakest remaining tile, so I'll get rid of it. So I'm just throwing him all of these tiles. I don't know why some of them are tyranny and some of them aren't. Could have to do with how much land he currently has. That's probably it. But I mean, he's de jure king of this. Fuck off. Now I have to... Originally I wanted to go raise Novgorod, because I wanted my vassals to start taking over Novgorod. But I've spent all of my money on this war, and I don't have any boats coming back because I brought my retinues back for this war. So, sadly, I have to lower my troops. Now, I still need my boats. We're going to send these guys over here as we originally had them. They will eventually conquer things. More specifically, we're going to send them here since it actually has enough supply cap for them to not die immediately. We're going to set this to raid, split it in half, and send 1 to each coastal tile to make sure that they don't die of attrition. Send all of our boats over. Domain's still too big. Right, I never gave away one then. Kinda, right? Kinda's terrible. Yes, kinda is god-awful. I need to give it to someone, anyone. Alright, congratulations, Bercy. You have no land, you now have land. And we're just going to build whatever we can with prestige. It doesn't really matter. We just need to be spending this resource. And it turns out that in this case, that just meant building a shitload of war camps. I only realized after building them, though, that I have access to new retinues again, because I have much higher tech than I used to. So after these finish, the next things I'm building will definitely be, what is it, weaponsmiths? Yeah, weaponsmiths have plus 25 retinue size, so I'm going to be building a shitload of weaponsmiths from here on out, since I can actually build retinues again. So how badly are we hemorrhaging money? Pretty fucking badly. Can we ransom anyone? Because that would be helpful. Yes, we can get 20 gold. That's like 2 more months. We can carry 6,500, which is not enough. We need more boats. And they're on their way. Alright, everyone back on the boats yet again. Let's see if we can do what we originally wanted to do. We're supposed to be conquering Ireland like 20 minutes ago. Supposed to be raising Novgorod, but that didn't fucking happen. The good news is our vassals are actually sorted out this time. Hell, even our land is consolidated, which wasn't even something I cared about, but neat. Someone fucking kill me so that my council can make sense again. So we're actually going to stop and raid this territory just because we have so many troops now. Oh shit, genius children. This is a genius granddaughter. I like Sif. That might just be Dark Souls speaking, but I like the name Sif. Young George is impressing everybody with his sensible choices and great capacity for self-restraint. Neat. He can be just. Or temperate, you know, whatever you want, kid. Okay, so we need to step out the boats to 2 very different locations so that we can split to multiple places. Alright, that's all of this getting sieged down now. Well, not sieged down, but we won't top gold, because we need immediate gratification right now. Alright, so the Queen of Saxony is trying to take back the stuff I gave to Denmark to make Denmark strong. Hopefully Denmark can defend itself, because otherwise Saxony's just taking their shit. I'm not coming to their aid. I could, right? That's a thing I could do if I wanted to. So I could ask her not to do it, but she fucking hates me to death, so she's gonna say no. I don't know what the penalty is when she says no. I just don't see a reason to even bother asking. Both of these apply to her, and this one doesn't cause prestige, so I'm gonna imply that she can't focus, which is apparently good against envious and shy opponents. And it works. Don't be a child about it. Actually, I don't want to die in duels. Oh, we're rivals now. She'll hate me. What a weird turn of events. Okay, how many of these people can favor themselves? Fantastic. We might not even need to worry about returning with our top gold then. We're going to move all of this over one so that we can actually have these all sieging. Ulfhilder, our brawny girl with a lisp, can be just, or she can be temperate. Fuck you, Tim. It's the squint-eyed brute? Not really. I don't know if anyone would send me a gift. I have minus 410 tyranny. Come on. Does it ever even expire? Or is it like, yeah, year 3008. 838. I just need to live for 30 more years. I just need to make it to 82 and they'll forgive me. Anyway, I'll accept the dog. When I die, I want it to be of horrific assassination plots, not of natural causes. We're gonna name him Faithful, unlike all of our vassals. So it's hard not to notice, the German revolt basically has an angrier version of my flag. Yeah, we have 73 gold already, and we're only losing 0.7 gold a month, so we don't really have any deadline since we got those ransoms. Also, boats are just not that expensive for us. You're trying to fight us. A, I don't even think those numbers win. B, absolutely not. Quit that. Capturing people, because, you know, that's just what we do. We're Vikings. And apparently they were very valuable people. 2 for 96. Alright, so King Bag of Finland has a very dead wife. And he wants to marry the 37-year-old adulterer? People just ask me for the weirdest shit. She has no talents, no genetic traits. Sure, go for it. So, my genius grandson can do whatever the fuck he wants because he's a genius. And it's really just, do I want him to have brilliant strategists and high combat score, or do I want him to have a really high domain cap? And I think the real answer to that is, high domain cap isn't particularly useful at this point in the game. Because all the land that I can possibly own is terrible. So I'm just gonna make him a marshal like everyone else. I really don't want to put him in struggle, because the trait that gives you dullard doesn't give you dullard. It reduces your intelligence level by 1. So he'll go from genius to quick if he gets that event. Am I brave? If I am, I can intervene. I'm still brave. Alright, he can get struggle. He can intervene. He won't be able to fuck it up. I'm not going to have my daughter join the club. She's not good at it. She has 3 combat, dude. Why do you even want her in here? I really, really like Queen Brigda of Saxony. Just like, constant expansion, fighting everyone, burning people at the stake. She gets it. I'm gonna tell Saxony to stop and see what happens. I don't want them to do this. You simply can't do it. That's the end of it. Damn. I don't care about anyone in my lodge. They're not my responsibility. So Serbia has converted over to Orthodoxy, but they're so small I'm not sure anyone would care. This unit looks like it can go up to about 2.8k, it's basically at max. Which means it's never going to be enough to properly kill those. What I can do though is I can toggle looter, walk over, pillage them all the way down, and then I can probably do the assault since they won't have any army. So that's an idea. I'll do that. I mean, sure, you can be kind. It's not my kid, I don't care. Oh no! The shrewd, brave, diligent girl that we've been working on so much just got dutiful cleric, so she's basically useless. That's unfortunate. Hey, my dog is growing. Gain 10 prestige, your dog grew up. That's a weird message. Alright, so from that first batch of pillaging, we got 262 gold. Ignoring all the stuff we got from ransoming. Speaking of, ransoming? Hell yeah. I don't think I can ever plot to kill anyone inside my own lands, because everyone hates me, meaning they would never join my plots. That's how I thought it would work, but it doesn't appear to be what's happening. That looks like it's enough plot power to fire. It's a way to protect Denmark. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll try to protect Denmark the only way I know how. By murdering somebody. And we're just gonna start pillaging all of this down the same way we just did to the other stuff. Okay, so we just let them get on the boat and we see what happens, which one's gonna actually be sieged, because that's just faster in terms of real It's a big fucking number of guys. Let's just leave. Yeah, no, good luck with that, dude. That was unfortunate. We're just gonna pillage down all of these, because single county, two counties, no one is coming to their aid. Alright, let's see if there's fewer surprise doom stacks up in England. Hey, more shit's prospering. Great news. Oh, whoops. No, not whoops. This is what's supposed to be happening. I hate pagans so much. Just, God, they're the worst. Alright, never mind. We're not gonna pillage them down that way. Fucking hell. Child needs an education. Child needs a focus. They're so damn needy. Tyrant minus 400. A little bit unrecoverable. Yeah, go into commander. And this kid has 3 stewardship, 3 intrigue, 4 learning. I don't want any of my kids to ever go into learning. I don't know what the point of that would be. Between intrigue and stewardship, well, one of those is an option. You can't specialize in intrigue. There's probably one that translates to being good at intrigue, but I'd have to read through so much to figure out what that is that I'm just not going to bother. So what we can do is we have enough money to raise all of our levies again, and we can finally go burn down Novgorod. Another child needs a focus. Freya's quick. Oh, god damn it, George. Why are you dead? Every time I find out whose parent it is, it's George, and I die a little inside. Oh, we'll make her go into stewardship, because it's what she's best at, and what she's most likely to be used for. Oh shit, who is this? What's happening? Are you allied with Mercia? Are you a vassal state of Mercia? What's going on here? Are you at war with Mercia? Why is Mercia in your land defending you? The hell is this? Fuck right off. What are you? These are not the rules we agreed to. So, I spent a decent amount of time trying to figure out why Mercia was here. And I have no idea. They aren't allied with anyone, they aren't at war with anyone. This isn't a war that I've declared, so they can't join in from the defensive pact. I'm at a loss. It really doesn't matter, I'm just gonna keep sieging them. More uninteresting children. I probably should have... Actually... You don't get to be named Magni. Magni is too cool of a name for someone as boring as you. So is Magnus. Halston. Someone needs a focus. This is the downside of running your eugenics program with an iron fist, is you have to manage a thoroughly insane number of family members. Especially as a nation that has concubines. Now, my spy master hates me. Only minus 85. He could theoretically stop hating me, he's just not going to. But I want to die, so that's really not a big deal for me. Oh, wait. That's Chancellor, sorry. Maybe sort by diplomacy for the Chancellor. Make sure everyone's doing the correct things. And God only knows what the correct thing is for a tribal nation Chancellor when I'm not trying to go down in threat. So Ragnar wants to marry his son, Freyr, to my daughter, Freya. Or to my granddaughter, Freya. Which is definitely funny. Don't get me wrong, it's cute that they match. Alfred doesn't sound like a girl's name, but Okay, so Ragnar, how about... Okay, he's obviously not going to marry Freyr to anybody matrilineally. But if we go down to his 1-year-old, fourth in line, maybe he'll consider this. And we want another 1-year-old that is, like, not relevant to eugenics programs. Which would basically be all of them, yeah? We can marry our imbecile, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so we can betroth his 1-year-old son matrilineally to our 1-year-old granddaughter. And that will get the bloodline of Ragnar Lothbrok into ours. Which is one of the things we're really concerned about, so we're going to do that. Now, I haven't played any marriage game in a while. And I'm going to bet that there's probably a lot of... marriage game to be played. This is starting to get to be a really big family. It's not helped by the fact that I'm continuing to have children this late into my life. So first, my wife is 35. My concubines are all in their 30s. And that means they're all plenty fertile, don't need to worry about getting new marriages for myself. Oh, Thorstein doesn't have a wife anymore. Fix that. You need a wife. Okay, so this woman is brilliant. But Thorstein is 29, so I prefer to get him an older wife. There are a lot of geniuses running around right now. Holy shit. Alright, so I want him to marry this woman, because she's the oldest genius around. Okay, no problem. I've got an 11 and a 10-year-old that need to be betrothed. 5 and 6 are young enough that I don't care. A 14-year-old, 12-year-old, 10, 13, 12. So I've got like 5 or 6 kids that need betrothals that have double-digit ages. So we have to figure out who's from which type of marriage. So Sigrid's kids, at least one of them has to marry for a bloodline. Empress Alvor's kids need to marry for bloodlines. She only has 1 kid so far. Apparently they fell out of love the second that he realized that his kids with her wouldn't inherit his lands. And Thordis's kids also need to marry for bloodlines. So it's these 3 groups. It's these 3 daughters all married for bloodlines, so their kids have to marry for bloodlines as well. So let's see if we actually can do that right now, or if it's just a complete dead end and we're not getting anywhere on that front. So there are 2 different houses that we could maybe marry into. There are 2 different bloodlines that we can maybe marry into that are actually in range of us and have kids unmarried. But they consider us infidels, because apparently the Miaphysite Christians also consider us infidels. I'm not really sure why. Because the Catholics don't, and like, this tooltip doesn't bother to explain, like, why would they think you're a heretic? Because like, a heretic usually just means another religion, but it's more complicated than that, and the tooltips don't really represent this. I almost feel like it's just a bug in Cosmopolitan should be no one thinks you're a heretic. Sorry, an infidel. But I don't know. I'm honestly not sure how this system is supposed to work. So it looks like each of our 3 bloodline carriers are going to be able to grab another bloodline this time around. Let me make my spreadsheet real quick so I can actually do this quickly for you. So the first of the marriages that I'm going to be making is I'm making my granddaughter, Holmfrid, who is Thordis's daughter, matrilineally marry Gwenaptif. No, oh, that's a hell of a last name. And that gets me the blood of Vertiger, which is, again, not super impressive. 0.1 prestige, +5 combat, an opinion modifier, and another opinion modifier. But, like, this is better than not having this. That's the entire thought process. So that betrothal happens. So, Gyla is my Carling granddaughter. She is Sigrid's 5-year-old. And I'm going to be marrying her off to... These are some fucking names. I'm not gonna try. Those aren't real words. And that'll get me the blood of the all of the 9 hostages, which is basically, again, just not very good. 0.1 prestige, +5 combat, enables Danistry. If I'm not yet feudal when I get this into my main dynasty, that'll be great, because Danistry is a lot better than Gavelkind. But this is a long way off. Okay, so we encounter a bit of a difficulty here with regards to the eugenics program, because Empress Alvor of Khazaria only has male sons, and male sons can't bring more bloodlines into the family, because if you matrilineally marry them to somebody to get 2 bloodlines on their child, that child is in someone else's dynasty. You don't have them anymore. So this is basically useless to us, and she's missed the deadline. We're already doing this. We need to use somebody else. We want to use people from different parents as much as possible. Eliana here from Geir is from a different parent, so we'll use her. And Seer and Sif is also from a different parent. She's a bit older than our others, she's a bit younger, but it's still like less than 6 years from beginning to end, so we're fine. So next up is we can actually get the blood of Attila into our family. Can we get it from somebody who's not a hunchback? That'd be pretty dope. Now, awkwardly, this kid's gonna have to wait a while for us to marry him, because he's a 13-year-old being betrothed to a 6-year-old, which is a 7-year gap. But there's not really any other way for us to get the blood of Attila, so that's what's gonna happen. And lastly, we need to marry... Oh, shit! Sif the Genius is part of my Bloodline project now. Can I use somebody else other than Sif the Genius? Oh, we could have used Freya. Freya would probably have been a better match for the 13-year-old boy. Oh well. Okay, so I can have Freya marry this kid, who's like probably somebody important that'll eventually inherit Khazaria, right? But that gets me the Ashina bloodline. He's old enough that he's the right age for her. So that's 4 more characters involved in our bloodline wrangling. Which means they're all getting bookmarked. It's getting to be a big page. So bookmarks are now my want-to-be heir, and the 4 girls who are carrying bloodlines and marrying into more bloodlines. Now, after this generation, I'm at about the point where I can't really see myself getting more bloodlines effectively. If I go over to the ledger to show you, you look at everything else, you have like the Bet, the Miaphysites, Pala, Abyssinia, somewhere in the east, I'm not quite sure where. Where are we talking about here? Oh yeah, literally as far east as it goes. That'd be a problem. So like, try as I might, the rest of these people are literally just too far away for me to even try to marry them. I can't talk to them. So after this generation, I'm gonna have 4 people, specifically, I will have Ileana, Gyla, Freya, and Holmfried will all have 1 or 2 bloodlines each. Which is where the inbreeding starts, because the way we get them back into the main branch is to have each of these kids, have the children of each of these kids marry each other, resulting in 2 families with 3 bloodlines each. Those 2 families marry each other, resulting in 1 family with 6 bloodlines, and then the 6th bloodline family remarries into whatever the ruling family is. Just some genius in the family, and we make their kids our heir. Preferably they're genius kids with 6 bloodlines, but we'll take just a kid with 6 bloodlines. And in that time frame, we're also going to be getting bloodlines through our characters. I hope that at least somewhat adequately explained how the whole bloodline collecting thing works. If not, once I've actually gotten further in this campaign and have enough material to work with, I plan on making an actual proper tutorial out of it, so hopefully that'll help. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Child needs a focus. Hey Dag, you're very boring. Have fun with Marshall. Maybe you'll be a commander someday. Gyla marrying into this family. Gunhilder marrying into this one. Holmfrid marrying into that one. Ileana marrying into this one. And let's quickly confirm that we haven't fucked everything up. Which yeah, that checks out. That's 6 bloodlines, everything is kosher. It's all well underway. Why do you keep trying this shit, dude? Who are you and why are you here? Were you at war with someone else and you just walked into my Viking army? Is that it? No! He just thinks he should fight the Vikings for some fucking reason. I don't know what's happening. King Gale is doing stuff as he should be. Let him rot. Unless he has money, in which case let him out. Hey! My dog is such a good doggo that I'm no longer stressed. If everyone didn't hate me to death, that would be a lot better. Dude, are you fucking serious? You don't even have any morale. What do you think's gonna happen when you get there? Looters have completely destroyed the city of London. Do you mean it's gone? Something ... has been looted by 29. London's not on the map! We killed London! I didn't know I could do that. When you sack a place, it's still there. That wasn't the sack of London, that was the complete and utter destruction of London. And I feel like the complete and utter destruction of London is a pretty solid place to end the video. So, this has been rather Incoherent. I hope you've had a good time, and I'll see you around.